This is the first time that I'm speaking about it. Something that I'll never forget, actually.
A former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs speaking out in the new interview with new allegations about wild parties and use.
For the first time ever, someone has spoken out about an issue that could change everything we thought we knew. A former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs has made serious allegations in a recent interview, shedding light on wild parties and shocking behavior. And now, one of Hollywood's most beloved stars is at the center of a whirlwind of controversy. Yes, we're talking about Will Smith, the actor who went from being adored by audiences worldwide to the man infamous for slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars.
It was my man, this is probably irreparable.
At the Oscars just a couple of years ago. But this is something completely different. Rumors are swirling, growing louder with every passing day. Could it really be true that the FBI is gearing up to arrest Will Smith? What went so wrong for one of the biggest icons in the entertainment world? Sources claim the FBI has been quietly collecting evidence against him for months, maybe even years, and the situation is looking more and more grim. According to insiders, investigators have gathered a massive amount of evidence, including emails, phone records, and witness testimonies that could implicate Will in activities darker than anyone could have ever imagined. And yet, sources say Will has reportedly refused to cooperate with authorities, which only fuels the government's drive to hold him accountable. How has Will been reacting to all of this? Well, according to some, he's been busy offloading properties and selling off prime real estate, almost like he's bracing for a long, drawn-out legal battle, or perhaps something worse. It doesn't stop there. Will is allegedly assembling a team of high-powered attorneys, the kind known for representing the wealthiest and most famous stars when their worlds are falling apart. Is he preparing for a storm he knows is coming? But what connects Will Smith to this unfolding scandal? Well, the answer may lie with Sean Diddy Combs, whose name has been front and center in a host of shocking lawsuits and criminal allegations. Diddy's infamous freak-off parties are now under intense scrutiny, with insiders describing them as more than just wild Hollywood soirees. They were something far darker. According to multiple lawsuits and recent indictments, these events were not just about partying. They were orchestrated productions.
And I know you said he explained all of the items that were involved in these Wild King nights. Did he mention who would participate as well?
A lot of them were unknown to him. He did mention that a lot of the women were very, very young as 20, not underage, but certainly young women.
Disturbing acts and misconduct. And here's where things get even more interesting. Will Smith's name keeps popping up. Photos from years past show him laughing with Diddy at various events. But does that mean he was involved in these secretive, scandalous gatherings? Will has strongly denied any involvement. At a recent public appearance, he addressed the rumors head-on, joking about the bizarre details being associated with these parties, saying, "I don't even like baby oil," a nod to one of the more peculiar rumors swirling around. But despite his public denial, many aren't buying it. Investigators are reportedly looking into whether Will was a regular at these notorious parties, and if so, what role he might have played. Did he turn a blind eye to what was happening, or worse, was he an active participant? The FBI has yet to make a public statement, but the mere fact that Will's name is tied to Diddy's growing legal mess is enough to make everyone wonder, how deep does this go? And if it's not just about the parties, could there be even darker secrets?
A lot of times you'd have him with a younger female, and there's a power dynamic there. A more impressionable girl is easier to reel in. Consent is between the people that are engaging, and I wasn't there in these situations to understand the consent.
Darker secrets lurking beneath the surface? Federal authorities have already uncovered mountains of evidence in raids on Diddy's properties. Evidence that could point to something far more sinister than anyone imagined. The party supplies found at Diddy's homes included not only the usual items, lighting, linen, travel arrangements, but also cases of lubricants and substances meant to lower inhibitions, raising serious concerns about what might have really taken place behind closed doors. With all the legal pressure mounting against Diddy, it's unclear what role, if any, Will Smith played in all of this. The speculation is intense, and the consequences could be severe. Diddy has filed a
Bill explained why he's speaking out now.
He said he's speaking out because he believes Diddy's a predator. He wants accountability, and he doesn't want someone like this to run unchecked in the future.
filed a defamation lawsuit against NBC Universal for their documentary, Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy, adding even more fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, there's a whole other storm brewing in Will's personal life. His marriage to Jada Pinkett Smith, once viewed as one of Hollywood's most enduring partnerships, has been under a microscope for years. Now, the cracks in their relationship seem to be more apparent than ever. Jada's revelations in her 2023 memoir, where she admitted to living apart from Will since 2016, shocked fans and left many questioning everything they thought they knew about the couple's public persona. To make things even messier, insiders claim that Will was desperate to salvage the marriage, while Jada was pushing for distance. The timing couldn't be worse, though, with Will's legal troubles looming large on the horizon. And while we've all heard about Jada's past entanglement with August Alsina, there are whispers that she might have her own controversial associations, potentially with people tied to the same dark circles as Diddy. Whether or not those rumors hold any weight is still up for debate, but the fact that Will's name is tied to Diddy's scandal means there's a good chance that even Jada could face scrutiny in the fallout. But the stakes are even higher when we consider the impact on their children, Jaden and Willow. Both have grown up under the public eye, and Jaden's recent cryptic comments about his family have only fueled speculation about the dysfunction within the Smith household. Will and Jada have long championed a grown relationship that challenges conventional norms. But now, the public is beginning to question just how much of their unconventional marriage was performance and how much was reality. What does all of this mean for Will's legacy? For decades, he's been a symbol of hard work, success, and charm. But now, as his name is connected to these dark allegations,
we have some major breaking news. Sean Diddy Combs has just filed a $100 million defamation lawsuit against NBC Universal for the making of Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy documentary.
Name is connected to these dark allegations. Everything he built is at risk of coming crashing down. If the allegations prove true, his career and reputation may never recover. Will this be the beginning of the end for the Smiths? Or are they simply victims of circumstance? There's a lot more to this story than meets the eye, and as the FBI continues to build its case, only time will tell whether Will Smith will emerge in the storm unscathed, or if this will be the ultimate unraveling of his Hollywood legacy. There have been rumors and speculation that Will Smith is being investigated by the FBI for his involvement in criminal activities tied to Sean Diddy Combs, a major figure in the music industry. This could involve anything from attending a...
It's a situation that I consider private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business. But now Black Twitter has claimed it.
Anything from attending illicit gatherings, allegedly hosted by Diddy, to being an active participant in questionable activities. Allegations have surfaced linking Will to these freak-off parties that were organized by Diddy. These parties were described as more than typical celebrity gatherings, with claims of misconduct, strange rituals, and inappropriate behavior. The key point of speculation is whether Will Smith was just a guest at these events or if he was actively involved. The evidence that the FBI allegedly has, emails, phone records...
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Phone records and witness testimonies could potentially implicate him. Will's refusal to cooperate with authorities has only fueled these suspicions, leading people to wonder what he might be trying to hide. Sean Diddy Combs' alleged involvement. Diddy has been in legal hot water for the so-called freak-off parties. These events were allegedly a front for more sinister activities, involving underage women and other disturbing acts. The authorities reportedly raided Diddy's properties and found items associated with these gatherings, some of which included substances meant to lower inhibitions. The investigation into Diddy has already led to several lawsuits, and he is facing serious charges that could put him away for life. Many of the people involved in these parties have spoken out, describing the coercion and manipulative tactics they faced, further complicating the legal picture. Will Smith's possible connection to Diddy's alleged activities. Will Smith's name has come up in connection with these parties, and there are pictures of him with Diddy at various events over the years. While these pictures alone don't prove anything, they raise questions. Some insiders suggest that Will could have attended these parties and possibly witnessed what went on behind closed doors. However, Will has publicly denied being involved in any of the illegal or inappropriate activities associated with Diddy's parties, even joking about it in interviews to downplay the rumors. The real question is whether Will was complicit by association or whether he was actively part of what was happening. This is why the FBI...
Jada Pinkett Smith drops a bombshell. Apparently, she and her husband, Will Smith, haven't been together for 7...
This is why the FBI is reportedly investigating his possible role, whether he was just another Hollywood figure turning a blind eye to something dark, or whether he was directly involved in misconduct. The fallout of Will Smith's public image. Will Smith has always been one of Hollywood's biggest stars, known for his charisma, talent, and success in movies and music. However, after the Oscars incident in 2022, where he slapped comedian Chris Rock, his reputation has been in decline. While that was seen as a personal meltdown, the current rumors about him being involved in Diddy scandals could have a far more lasting impact on his career. His refusal to cooperate with the authorities and the mounting speculation have created an environment of intense public scrutiny. On top of this, Will's marriage to Jada Pinkett Smith is also in turmoil, with the couple's unconventional relationship being under the spotlight for years. Jada recently revealed that they have been living...
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most...
that they have been living separate lives since 2016, though they never divorced legally. This adds another layer to the chaos surrounding Will's personal life and public image. Jada Pinkett Smith's role. Jada Pinkett Smith has also been involved in several public controversies, particularly after admitting to an affair referred to as an entanglement with musician August Alsina while she and Will were separated. This raised even more questions about the Smiths' unconventional marriage. Additionally, rumors have circulated suggesting that Jada might have been associated with similar illicit gatherings as Diddy's parties, although there is no solid proof of this. What this means for Will and Jada's relationship is unclear, but the public scrutiny surrounding their marriage could be intensifying the pressure on both of them. If Will is implicated in these legal issues tied to Diddy, it could also reflect badly on Jada, especially considering the timing and her past actions. The family's future. The fallout from all of this.
In regards to how do we present that to people, you know?
From all of this could also impact their children, Jaden and Willow Smith, who have already grown up in the public eye. Jaden, in particular, has made headlines for his unconventional behavior and cryptic comments about his family. Given the Smith family's tendency to blur the lines between private and public life, this could mean that the family is under more pressure than ever. Fans and the media are speculating about the future of Will and Jada's marriage, especially given Jada's revelations that they have been living separately for years. Some sources claim that Jada may be quietly meeting with divorce attorneys, considering whether to end her marriage to Will officially, particularly if his legal troubles continue to deepen. The bigger picture. This is about more than just Will Smith's involvement in Diddy's scandalous activities. It's also about how celebrity power, influence, and personal drama can shape public perception and legal outcomes. Will and Jada's carefully constructed public image as a...
I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Public image as a strong, modern couple is crumbling under the weight of these scandals, and the pressure of being in the spotlight for so long may finally be taking its toll. Will Smith has spent years building his career, but now his legacy is at risk. As investigations into Diddy's activities continue, the question remains whether Will be swept into fallout or whether his involvement will be proven to be just guilt by association. In essence, this situation is about the unraveling of not just Will Smith's public image, but also the cracks in his personal life. The connection to Diddy's legal troubles, the spotlight on his marriage, and the growing list of rumors about his past associations all point to a bigger issue. That Hollywood's biggest stars often face pressure, secrecy, and scandal that can ultimately change how the public views them forever. As the FBI continues to build its case and more details about Will and Jada's personal life come to light, it's clear that the Smith...
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever.
Smith family is at a major crossroads. The world is watching to see if they can weather the storm or if this is the end of their carefully curated public image.